They will all come together. You can start. Now I think you can start. They all come.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honourable Minister has arrived and we will soon be beginning the morning's proceedings. Please be seated. Thank you.
দুটো ব্যাটারি লাগি না ব্যাটারি দুটো ব্যাটারি লাগি না লাইটটা বাড়ালাম তো কেটে যাচ্ছে তার জন্য লাইটটা বাড়ালাম ঠিক আছে এটা কার্জন পেলি আমার কার্জন বলছি লাইটটা বাড়ালাম কি কেটে যাচ্ছে না যাচ্ছে ম্যানুয়ালে করে
Namaskar. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Kolkata Traffic Police, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the inaugural session of the two-day National Conference on Urban Road Traffic Management and Safety, Challenges and Interventions. The National Conference and exhibition are being held in collaboration with the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. We would like to begin by welcoming our honored members on the dais with flowers. And may I request Shri Vineet Goel, IPS Additional Commissioner of Police 1, Kolkata, to do the honors. Flowers for Janab Firhad Hakim, Honorable Minister in charge, Urban Development, Housing and Municipal Affairs. For Shri Rajiv Kumar, IPS, Commissioner of Police, Kolkata. For Shri Alapun Bandyopadhyay, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Transport Department, Government of West Bengal. For Shri Parthu Pratim Chakrabarti, Director, IIT Kharagpur. India is rapidly emerging as a global leader on several frontiers over the past few decades, and there has been significant socio-economic development in urban India. This has resulted in unprecedented growth of vehicle use in cities. However, urban roads are constrained by space, and there is only limited scope for capacity augmentation. Hence, there is growing imbalance in demand and supply of urban road space. We will now begin with the formal lighting of the lamp, and to do this, may I request the members on the dais. Road safety is one of India's biggest emerging challenges. With just 1% of the vehicular population, India accounts for 10% of road fatalities. Road accident deaths account for 2.1% of all deaths globally. The total economic loss to India annually due to accident is rupees 3 lakh crores. Shri Rajiv Kumar, IPS, joined the Indian Police Service in 1989 after completing his BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Roorkee Engineering College. He has made significant contribution in the field of crime detection using artificial intelligence. He was awarded the Police Medal in 2005 and the Police Medal for Distinguished Service in 2015. His earlier assignments included Commissioner of Police, Bidhannagar Police Commissionerate, Special Task Force Chief under Kolkata Police, and ADG CID, West Bengal. He is presently the Commissioner of Police, Kolkata. May I request Shri Rajiv Kumar to address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Respected MIC, Janab Firhad Hakim, Principal Secretary, Transport, Mr. Alapun Bandyopadhyay, IIT, Director IIT Kharagpur, Mr. Chakrabarti, honored guests, officers from different states, my dear colleagues from Calcutta Police and West Bengal Police. First, people who are from outside state, I would like to clarify, thank you for the introduction, but there were many inaccuracies in that. So please don't take that as a correct description of me. Now, first of all, I would like to welcome you all for this conference and to this wonderful city. I would briefly touch on 4 points during my opening remarks. One is, flat report, if we the requirement and need of this kind of conference is basically for exchanging our experiences. The experiences we have benefited from, our success stories, and we all of us have good stories to tell. But there is another side to it. We also all of us have had failures. We have some stories not so good when we have implemented certain things. Now, as human nature is, sometimes we learn more from our stories of our failures than our successes. I'll give you an example. This was a conference I attended at a NSG headquarters in Manisa. It was a National Bomb Data Center conference, and at the conference, there were many brilliant presentations, and there were a lot of good case studies. But the case study which attracted maximum participation and which generated maximum interest was the one where some of our boys, it was a case study from Bengal, in our district of Midnapur, where one of the bomb disposal squad team failed in disposing of a bomb, and it blew in our faces, and there was a lot of we lost a couple of our people. So what I basically want to say is that please share success stories, but do share the stories of where your experience has not been good. Sometimes these failures teach us more, and we learn from our failures too. So please keep that in mind. Now, the second point which has been already said is, I need not repeat our dismal security record of road safety in a country. We are second worst in the world after China. But all of us are aware of this and working towards it. And all of us, now there is a Supreme Court monitored committee also, which is also looking at road safety issues. The last year, I'll give you the statistics of Calcutta, of the city of Calcutta. For last couple of years, there has been a decreasing trend, but suddenly the last year we had a 25 to 30% reduction. It started from 450 fatalities in a year, then 429, then 409, and then suddenly it dropped to 300 something in a year. In spite of the fact that the area increased, the one change we could feel was the government and the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal had launched a campaign of Safe Drive, Save Life 1.5 years back. But as professionals, we need to also pinpoint, see whether it is just a statistical blip, or we really understand how this drop came about, and can we do something more to sustain this drop and ensure that we make our roads much safer. This is a second point I would leave you with. The third point is, which all of us who are associated with traffic deal with. There is a reality and there is a perception. Now, the traffic officers would like to feel that they are doing a great job. The man on the street sometimes agree, sometimes they don't agree. Now, how do we, the reality affects the perception, of course, actually these should be the same, but perception also starts affecting reality. Sometimes you get discouraged by people having negative view, maybe not that encouraging. So what should we do as professionals? When all of you have gathered here, I would advise and request that you think about unbiased kind of mechanism, or so that we can measure the quality of traffic movement. How do we measure it? Till we cannot improve a thing, as they in management they say, till the time you can quantify a thing, there is a little chance that you can do better than that. Because you need to see where you are going, whether you are improving or you are now just saying that our traffic is best, or we are very good, or we are doing this and we are doing that. Do we have a standard way of quantifying it? How is the traffic moving? How are we able to give it a number? Are we able to quantify it? Are we able to measure it on different parameters? And that should be across the cities. It could be for an Indian environment. We could come out with this kind of mechanism. This is what I'm sure all of you are experts will come up with this kind of mechanism, so that we can say that what is the quality of traffic management in a city or in a place. A fourth point is about you would say that there is a conference here, that there is a exhibition here, and you will find a lot of technologies and the gadgets and this. Now, as my sense is, and as my this thing is, the new where we were making till now, the technology is coming to a point where it will come in a very big aid to all of us in not only in traffic management, in all spheres of our lives. As they are now saying that from last couple of years, they are very kicked up about the new technology, which they call it artificial intelligence. It's being called the new electricity. It will be used in all spheres of life. It is being used on our mobile phone when we speak. When we speak to our phones and it takes dictation or this thing, it is still maturing. But in a couple of years, it will mature to a point where a lot of decisions which we are doing, which we are making based on gut feelings, will be based on data. And here, there is no need to feel depressed about this, that okay, this technology will take over. No. The best part of this is the driving engine of anything. This technology is not the technology itself, it's the data which we generate. The data which we generate on the roads, that would be the main thing. So please take care of we generate a lot of data on the field, the prosecutions we are doing, the CCTVs we are collecting, the images we are collecting, and all lot of data which when we stand on the road we collect. And that data will be the new treasure for the department. And that will be the one, if we collect good data, the decisions would be good. Right now the decisions are based on our gut feelings, depending on our limited real life experiences. One person cannot be at all places at all time. So that technology will come. But apart from technology, I would request all of you that please do take care of your men. That is all. That is what makes us make our organization, and that is what we are all about. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar. Indian cities have unique traffic characteristics and road infrastructure, which renders traffic management and safety adherence a very complex and challenging task. We have with us today Shri Alapan Bandopadhyay. Shri Alapan Bandopadhyay, an alumnus of Presidency College, Kolkata, is a 1987 batch IAS officer of the West Bengal cadre. Currently, he is the Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Transport, Government of West Bengal. May I request Shri Bandopadhyay to share his thoughts with us.
Honorable Minister Sri Firhad Hakim, Commissioner of Police Rajiv Kumar, IIT Director Dr. Chakraborty, colleague Vinit Goyal, many distinguished officers like Commissioner Bidhan Nagor and many other senior officers, Professor Bhargav Moitro, many bright IPS officers, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues from different states. I'm actually slated to speak in the next session also. So if I speak now, I will be running short of speaking materials in the next session. To quickly give a global view, road safety has become a global, a national, and a local concern. Globally, all the world agencies, World Bank, United Nations, WHO, are actually very seriously concerned about road safety in India. Roughly 1.5 lakh people die in our country every year, which is like epidemic. It's as bad or worse than cancer or diabetes today. So globally, there is a very poignant concern about our country's road safety. At the national level, Government of India is thinking, but more proactively the Supreme Court has appointed a committee on road safety, which is very regularly monitoring every single step in every single state. We regularly attend their sessions and all that. Locally, at the state level, fortunately, and I would say probably uniquely, as the Supreme Court committee itself has been repeatedly saying, the Chief Minister of West Bengal has been, frankly, almost personally spearheading a campaign which she has described as Save Life campaign. According to her, this campaign encompasses all the different aspects of road safety policies, practices, and protocol. Crudely speaking, globally, nationally, and in the state level, there are 5 E's which are coming up in a big way in road safety. Number 1 E is, of course, enforcement, which we are doing today. The police officers, also the motor vehicles officers of the transport department, together constitute the enforcement administration. We must enforce the rules, the norms, and all that. And the lawmakers and the Union Parliament is also now engaged in amending the Motor Vehicles Act. In fact, they are trying to rename the act in terms of road safety. Such is the paramountcy which is being given to road safety in the motor vehicles administration of the country. So enforcement through lawmaking and through law implementation by different arms of the state and preeminently by police is, of course, the first plank of E in road safety. Second E is engineering. Unless we engineer our roads, unless we take engineering care of the black spots as they are being described, where repetitively accidents are taking place, NHAI and the state road making authorities are regularly detecting black spots, and it has been advised that all major road making exercises should be preceded by road safety audit from the engineering point of view. IIT Kharagpur is taking lead role. The state PWD has already engaged IIT experts, but there are lots of things to do and there are miles to go. The third E is emergency trauma care. Having taken care of everything, if accidents do take place, emergency trauma care must be done. Here, the weakness lies in not having an integrated platform for our ambulance mobilization activities. Recently in a meeting, the Commissioner of Police Kolkata, Rajiv Kumar himself has flagged up this issue. Health Department has taken it up on their shoulders to do something. We require to integrate our ambulance mobilization and hospital care activities in a transparent and public friendly manner. The fourth E is education. We all must educate ourselves, and this we means from pedestrians. And there are wonderful communication literature and communication materials that are being prepared by Calcutta Police, by Bengal Police, I'm sure by all your states, by Government of India, and gradually an awareness campaign is being built up, like helmets must be used, seat belts must be worn, and we from state government have been regularly advertising, though we must say that citizenship building in India being a little incomplete and fragmented, the exercises are far from being complete. The education would also go to drivers' education. Here also IIT Kharagpur has helped the transport department in framing, and Professor Bhargav Moitra has been instrumental in writing and editing that book, in framing a comprehensive driver's manual. We are making it compulsory for all the drivers training schools. Government of India has also come up with some schemes whereby drivers training, drivers checking, issuance of certificates of fitness would be automated. Today's presiding praised the Commissioner of Police roughly 2 years back in a forum had flagged the idea that training of drivers and their getting licenses and the certificates of fitness must be a well scrutinized exercise. Indeed, we are all trying to do that, and in the enforcement also through delegation of powers to police authorities also, and in these cases also through association of the enforcement authorities, we are trying to make the exercises as better as possible. The final fifth E is increasingly becoming what we would say as the equipment administration. Lots of equipment, lots of electronic and lots of electronic appliances, lots of apps are being generated. Here also, probably we will discuss during the sessions, too many things are coming up, and what we probably need is synergy and integration. Kolkata Police, Bengal Police, you all are fantastic often in evolving technological applications. But probably we are all doing things a little piecemeal. Government of India also has developed some apps and e-applications. Probably in Government of West Bengal we have tried. There is a State Road Safety Council headed by the Chief Secretary. Taking a decision from there, we have formed a committee headed by the ADG Traffic of West Bengal to integrate all the multiple apps that are being developed in a scattered manner. We should have simple, user-friendly, cohesive and integrated app systems so that many of us, illiterates like me, are not confused by the increasing electronic applications and the increasing equipment governance that we are entering into. I think conferences like this go a long way in addressing our knowledge gaps and in getting views exchange which will be meaningful for future. I thank the Honorable Minister for spearheading this session, and I thank the CP and additional CP Vineet Goyal and his able colleagues for inviting me here to interact with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bandyopadhyay. We also have with us today Professor Parthopratim Chakraborty, the Director of the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Professor Chakraborty has made fundamental scientific contributions in the areas of artificial intelligence and automated reasoning, and has applied the techniques to solve important synthesis, optimization, and verification of problems, especially in VLSI design and embedded systems. He has over 250 papers in international journals and conferences. May I invite Shri Professor Parthopratim Chakraborty to address the gathering.
Honorable Minister, Sri Firhad Hakim, Commissioner of Police Sri Rajiv Kumar, Additional Chief Secretary Sri Alapan Bandyopadhyay, Vineet Goyal, guests who have come here, on behalf of IIT Kharagpur, as well as on behalf of the state and our partners, Calcutta Police and the Transport Department, I again welcome you all to this session. About 4.5 years ago, we took the mandate that our education to our people and our own research is incomplete unless we are able to solve real life problems. Over this period of time, both the Transport Department and the Calcutta Police have been one of our strongest partners in our attempt to address real life problems. We thank them for their effort, because supporting an academic institution for those who have tried and handling professors of various categories is not an easy task. As my previous speakers have pointed out, this whole concept of traffic management is a complex human-in-the-loop cyber-physical system. So it has got these three components. First, there are physics, and all of them are autonomous, moving independently of each other, trying to gauge through a set of well-known policies and protocols. Today, as the Commissioner of Police just pointed out, the cyber part of the cyber-physical system, and Sri Alapan Bandyopadhyay also pointed out, not only consists of the information gathering, monitoring, directing systems, but also of the autonomous entities called apps available with independent people. And each of them start interacting to produce a very, very complex scenario. Today, the ability to handle such complexities, which was in the average case scenario analysis, we are now able to take it to a personalized analysis due to two things: our capability to crunch large data and new insights that we have gained through artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the latest deep learning technologies. The second is the physical system. Each vehicle today is equipped with sensors and autonomy that is unprecedented compared to before. If you are aware or not, the largest quantity of computer chips is procured in the modern day cars. Today's high-end cars, even a low-end car has a LAN in the car. Cars talk to each other. There are sensors which will tell you whether you are going to hit another vehicle, and in spite of your pressing the accelerator will not work. So today's physical systems are becoming different. But finally, the most complex on this human-in-the-loop cyber-physical system is the human being. And our analysis of various systems have shown that most of these incidents, accidents, and fatalities occur due to very trivial issues. So handling these three together, where you have more than a few crore data points moving simultaneously, is a problem, probably one of the most complex problems that we have. But our ability in the next 6 to 9 months with the supercomputer coming to IIT Kharagpur will enable us to actually simulate real life what happens in traffic in Calcutta. I have done it for Xerox Corporation myself in a other scenario. So I believe that time is very ripe, and the main steps that have been taken, the first step that has been taken in terms of improving the quality of the human being's awareness is probably the most important one. But additionally, we have not tapped many interesting things. While we talk of lot of AI, data-driven and all that, simple knowledge of the traffic people, just take their textual information today. If this happens in Begbagan, tale eta hobe, tale uta hobe, tale oi jinista hoi jabe. Text analysis today is so sophisticated that we can start inferring. So I think even taking people's knowledge and gathering that, integrating that with data, enabling what safety measures can be put in the physical system and what awareness can be done in the human system. We at IIT Kharagpur are very lucky and happy that we have been given the opportunity to work with you all. We are committed to do more. It is part of two of our major initiatives. One is the technology convergence in transport. The other is our social convergence in future of cities. And this work with the Transport Department and the Calcutta Police is also integrated with our work on the Kolkata Urban Observatory that we are going to do. So we thank all of you. We will be very happy to receive any suggestions of any kind, because we have seen that suggestions from the people on the field is very, very useful, because it is these suggestions, these ideas often don't come to us. We again thank you for the opportunity to be with you today, and I assure you that we are committed to do this in the future and in the long run. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Chakraborty. The traffic composition in urban India is unique in terms of driving behavior, attitude, and interaction of different road users using different types of fast and slow-moving vehicles sharing the same road space. We are very honored to have with us today Janab Firhad Hakim. Janab Firhad Hakim is currently the Minister for Urban Development, Municipal Affairs and Housing in the Government of West Bengal. He is an MLA from the Kolkata Port constituency. May I request Shri Firhad Hakim to address the gathering.
Sri Rajiv Kumar, the Commissioner, Calcutta Police, Sri Alapan Bandyopadhyay, our Additional Chief Secretary, heading the Department of Transport, Sri Parthapotin Chatterjee from IIT Kharagpur, Sri Vinit Goyal, the friends from the police force from different states, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a unique effort by the Calcutta Police to gather all of you here, because more and more we interact, more and more we learn. We share each other's experience, as the Commissioner said, that the experience of good and the experience of the worst, we have to share and have more knowledge about how to handle the situation. But as a common man like me, a city, whatever urban development is been done, a city is enjoyable and safe if a smooth traffic system is there, and if a particular citizen feels safe to live in the city. That city is always a nice. And I am proud to say that the Calcutta is a city of that, because I have been in different metros recently. But reaching airport from the heart of the city within half an hour, it is not possible in any other city in the country except Calcutta. So I am proud of that our Calcutta Police has made that possible. My friend in the court, Alipur court, my few lawyers friend was telling that now we are having without bread and butter. And why? Well, because the crime rate has decreased and immensely. So we are losing our case. And if this happens, then these things that the court we will be out of this profession. I thank that the Calcutta Police and the Bengal Police has made this possible, that the decreasing the crime rate, which is safe for us, not for the lawyers but for us, save this. And this is a huge thing that we should experience. What the Mr. Alapan Bandyopadhyay was telling that, yes, our Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has pointed out the right thing in right time, that is Save Drive, Save Life campaign. And with the numerous success of this Save Drive, Save Life campaign, the fatal rate in West Bengal has come down immensely, the fatal rate. And the accident rate also came down actually. Yes, there is some more, we have to comply with that, some more effort has to be taken for the vigorous campaign. But the people nowadays are very much knowledgeable about how to go on the road, how to drive a car, how to do this because of this numerous Save Drive, Save Life campaign. And yes, I am not a technical person or expert person like you all, but as a common man, I feel that the police force in the country, in Calcutta, in Bengal, is doing a this job, and I thank you all for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, Janab Firhad Hakim. As we near the close of the inaugural ceremony, may I now invite Shri Vineet Goel, Additional Commissioner of Police 1, Kolkata, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all of you. Thank you for turning up in such large numbers. And this has been possible with the visionary leadership of Lieutenant Commissioner of Police, Calcutta, Shri Rajiv Kumar. This was his idea that we can have idea sharing exercise through conference and also having an exhibition in the vicinity so that what we are talking about, the technology adoption can be much faster. We can interact with the vendors, we can know about the technologies and then adopt those technologies which other police forces have found them useful. So thank you, sir. He has raised some very, very pertinent issues in terms of, I think let's not only share the success stories, but I think it is important to share the failures as well, because there's a lot to learn from the failures. I'm sure we would certainly be doing it during the next 2 days of the conference. Of course, the artificial intelligence issue, which he flagged, data, and using the artificial to crunch this data to get meaningful analysis out of it. I'm sure people have been using a lot of it in many ways, and I think some of these uses, applications, which many of the police forces are doing it around the country, would certainly come out in this particular conference. So thank you so much, sir. Additional Chief Secretary Transport, Shri Alopan Bandyopadhyay sir, also has raised very pertinent issues in terms of engineering, enforcement, education, emergency management, and the equipment management. So I think these are the most important issues as far as traffic management and road safety are concerned. And while most of us who would be who are the professional traffic practitioners, while we will be talking, these are the issues which we are going to be coming up again and again, and what interventions have been done by each one of the traffic police officers, and what has been found useful or what has not worked. I guess all these issues will come out through the conference, and we will get to hear more from him when he talks about policy interventions, etc. So thank you, sir, for coming so early in the day. Director IIT Kharagpur, they are the partners with us. IIT Kharagpur has been collaborating with the Calcutta Police in multiple ways. Right from providing students for the internship here with Calcutta Police, which we have found it extremely useful. Apart from this kind of a collaboration which we have been doing on a regular basis, Professor Parthopratim Chakrabarty could come early morning. He has travelled all the way from Kharagpur just to attend this particular conference, and he has a busy schedule. Thank you, sir, for making it possible. And I'm sure the deliberations of this conference will certainly go a long way in helping each one of us who have come from different places in getting the requisite inputs for enhancing for improvements. And last of all, the minister Janab Firhad Hakim sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I think everybody is aware that people who have been in the city about a decade back and coming today, they find a distinct difference in terms of the road space, the flyovers, the traffic management. And I think as an urban development minister, he is leading this particular change which is happening in this city of Calcutta. He's been extremely supportive for everything which traffic management, especially when we are trying to seek that kind of a support. So thank you so much, sir, for supporting us and for joining us for this conference. Thank you so much.
Before we end the session, we will have the presentation of mementos to the distinguished members on the dais, and the mementos will be presented by Shri Vineet Goel, Additional Commissioner of Police 1, Kolkata. Memento for the Honorable Minister, Janab Firhad Hakim. For Shri Rajiv Kumar, Commissioner of Police, Kolkata. For Shri Alapon Bandyopadhyay, Additional Chief Secretary, Transport Department, Government of West Bengal. And for Professor Partha Pratim Chakraborty, Director, IIT Kharagpur. We will now have the photo session with the distinguished guests on the dais, and we thank you all for being a part of the inaugural ceremony.
I think we can all have a photograph.
ফুলের ছেলেটা দেখেনি ফুলের ছেলেটা দেখেনি বাইরে আছে
সাহেবের টেবিলে মোবাইল টোবাইল কিছু পড়ে টরে নাই তো স্যার? স্যার এইটা তো আমাদের
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
একদম একদম
একদম আখরের মতো
এটা স্যার
যদি আপনার সানমাইকা না হয় অন্য জিনিস হতো রং হতো ভিনিয়ার হতো তাহলে উঠতো না বাট একটু চাপ
এগুলো কি পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কি? এগুলো কি পাওয়া যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ বলছি কি এটা ইন্ডোরে তো সাল তো কম
प्रेजेंटेशन तो यही होगा सर
तो यहाँ तो बच्चे का
लेकिन लगाना होगा वहाँ
ताकि प्रॉब्लम है
ऑल्सो थोड़ी सी रुक जाइए अभी सेटअप चल रहा है
तो ये
तो पुलिस चले गए डॉक्टर